Good morning, everyone. Please take your seats. I have received apologies from Councillor Cheney. Do I have any other apologies this morning? Thank you, Councillor Kerr.
Councillor Jones and Councillor Jeffrey, please.
Thank you. Everything? Okay, good. Thank you. We move on to item 2, the election of the Mayor. We elect the Mayor of the Borough of Redcar and Cleveland for the ensuing year 2026-27. Can I ask for nominations for the election of the Mayor?
Yeah, nominate Councillor Corley, please.
And our seconder? Thank you. No other nominations? No. In which case, I think we could take that as the election of Councillor Corley as the new Mayor. Thank you, Councillor. I'm assuming you don't want to speak.
Morning, and thank you, everyone. I now ask for the nominations of the Deputy Mayor.
Nominate Councillor Adam Brook, please.
To nominate Councillor Kendra Evans.
I'd like to nominate Councillor Grogan, please.
We need seconders for all. Thank you, Councillor Bendelaw, Councillor Kerr, Councillor Salvin. Okay, so if we take a vote on each, we'll start with Councillor Brook first in a show of hands. All those for Councillor Evans, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Councillor Grogan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Councillor Brooke has the majority, so is duly elected the new Deputy Mayor. So Councillor Brooke had 26, Councillor Evans had 8 and Councillor Grogan 16. We now move to agenda item 4, and that's to approve the minutes of the AGM held on the 22nd of May 2025. Can I have a proposer and a seconder, please? Thank you, Councillor Brown. Seconder. Thank you. Can we agree? Agreed. Move on to agenda item 5, and I'd like to thank everybody for electing me as your new mayor. It's a great honour, and I look forward to the year ahead in representing Redcar and Cleveland to the best of my ability. I'd also like to give a big thanks to Councillor Hart, and as the outgoing mayor in the last year that he's had. He's done a great job and always held the borough to a high standard. The charities I'll be supporting this year, I'll announce at my investiture next week. That will be on the 28th of May at 11 AM. I look forward to seeing many of you there. Have we any announcements from the Chief Exec?
Just one. On behalf of officers, I'd like to thank Councillor Hart for his contribution over the last 12 months, and also to congratulate the election of the new mayor and deputy mayor. Thank you.
Any announcements from the leader? We'll then move on to the committees. We've all had the membership list circulated to us. There is one position left on regulatory, and that's for an ungrouped independent. Have we got any names from the floor who'd like? No? And we also have a position for a Labour seat in the climate and scrutiny to be confirmed. If everybody agrees, can we move on block the committee lists that everyone's got, and we'll deal with the last 2 remaining seats later? So if we delegate that to the governance director for him to fill. Does everybody agree? Thank you. We'll then move on to chairs and vice chairs. First committee is the governance committee. Can I have nominations for chair, please? Councillor Joy. Have we a seconder, please? Councillor Nightingale, thank you. Yep, thank you, Councillor Salvin. Seconder? Thank you, Councillor Grogan. So we'll go to the vote. Is there any more nominations? We'll go to the vote. Councillor Morgan for chair, please. All those in favour of Councillor Kerr? Thank you. That's Councillor Morgan's. We'll then move on to Vice Chair. Have we any nominations for the Vice Chair of Governance?
Councillor Berry.
Is there any more nominations? Thank you, Councillor Berry, duly elected. We'll move on to employment, health and safety. Have we any nominations for chair? Thank you. Have we a seconder for Councillor Grogan? Thank you.
Councillor Malcolm Head, please.
Have we a seconder, please? Thank you. All those... Is there any more? We've done that one, sorry. Councillor Knighting. So if there's no more nominations, if we move... All those in favour for Councillor Head, show of hands. Sorry. Grogan first. I do apologise. Councillor Grogan first. All those in favour of Councillor Head? Councillor Head duly elected. We'll then move to Vice Chair. Any nominations?
Councillor Grogan, please.
Thank you. Any more nominations? Congratulations, duly elected Councillor Grogan. We'll then move to Regulatory Committee. Have we any nominations for Chair?
I'll propose Councillor Smith.
Thank you. Have we any more nominations for Chair? Congratulations, Councillor Smith, duly elected. We'll move to Vice Chair. Have we any nominations for Vice Chair?
Martin.
Thank you, Councillor Kerr-Salvin.
Councillor Malcolm Head, please.
Thank you, Councillor Joy. Have we a seconder for Councillor Head? Any more nominations for Vice Chair? All those in favour for Councillor Martin, please show hands. All those in favour for Councillor Head? Thank you. Congratulations, Councillor Head, duly elected Vice Chair. We'll then move on to Corporate Resources and Governance. Have we any nominations for Chair?
Councillor Nightingale, please.
Thank you. Have we a seconder? Thank you, Councillor Head. Have we any more nominations for Chair? Okay, congratulations, Councillor Nightingale. If we move to Vice Chair, have we any nominations for Vice Chair?
Madam Mayor?
Thank you. Any seconder, please? Thank you, Councillor Grogan. Have we any more nominations for Vice Chair? Duly elected, Councillor Kerr. We'll move on to the Chair of Children's and Families. Have we any nominations, please?
Alison Barnes, please.
Seconder. Thank you.
Ryder, please.
Seconder, please. Thank you. Any more nominations? So we'll show of hands for Councillor Barnes. Thank you. Show of hands for Councillor Ryder. Congratulations, Councillor Barnes, duly elected the Chair. We'll then move to the Vice Chair of Children's. Any nominations? Councillor Joy.
Councillor Karen King, please.
Seconder. Any more nominations?
Ryder.
Thank you, Councillor Salvin. So we'll have a show of hands for Councillor King first, please. And a show of hands for Councillor Ryder. No. Thank you, Councillor King. Well done. We'll move to Adults, Wellbeing and Health Scrutiny. Can I have nominations for Chair?
Councillor Mary Ovens, please.
Yeah.
And can I have a seconder for both? Thank you. Show of hands for Councillor Ovens.
A point of order. I do believe the person who seconded first is the person who was supposed to vote for first. I just want to set the tone ready for the first year of the current Madam Mayor, so that we start going through the correct process. If you can just clarify that the first person that was seconded, I believe, was the other person.
Councillor Ovens was nominated first from the floor through Councillor Joy. There was a show of hands when I asked for seconded, so everyone kind of seconded at the same time. So Councillor Ovens was 33, scored 33, so he's elected. Scored. Sorry. We'll move to the Vice Chair for Adults. Have we any nominations?
Councillor Steve Kerr.
Thank you, Councillor Davies. Have we a seconder? Thank you, Councillor Hannaway. Have we any more nominations for Vice Chair? Congratulations, Councillor Kerr. We'll move to Growth, Scrutiny and Improvement Chair. Have we any nominations? Councillor Joy?
Nominate Councillor Ian Hart, please.
Seconded.
Councillor Salvin.
Thank you. Have we a seconder, please? Councillor Pugh. Thank you. So, show of hands for Councillor Hart. duly elected Councillor Hart. Have we any nominations for Vice Chair?
Councillor Salvin.
Thank you. Have we a seconder? Thank you, Councillor Grogan. Any more nominations? Congratulations, Councillor Salvin. We'll move to Climate and Environment Chair. Have we any nominations for Chair? Have we a seconder, please? Thank you, Councillor Head. Have we any more nominations for Chair? Congratulations, Councillor Joy. We'll move to Vice Chair. Any nominations for Vice Chair? Thank you, Councillor Davies. Thank you, Councillor Kay. Is there any more nominations? Congratulations, Councillor Thompson. We'll move to the Corporate Parenting Board nominations for Chair. Thank you, Councillor Joy. Seconder? Thank you, Councillor Head. Any
Councillor Hargreaves.
seconder? Thank you, Councillor Salvin. So a show of hands for Councillor Barnes. Show of hands for Councillor Hargreaves. Councillor Barnes, duly elected. We'll move to Vice Chair. Have we any nominations for Vice Chairs? Councillor Joy.
Councillor Karen King, please.
Seconder. Thank you, Councillor Morgan.
Councillor Hargreaves.
Thank you. Thank you, Councillor Salvin. So we'll have a show of hands for Councillor King, please. Councillor King, duly elected. And that's all our committees, chairs and vice chairs. To appoint the outside bodies, we do need one member on SACRA. Is there any nominations from the floor for SACRA? Can we agree to move the outside bodies committee list on block, the membership?
Madam Mayor, I'm happy to support the nomination, the vote of getting them all on block. However, there was one that I think we were meant to swap last year and we never got round to doing it, and that was the, and it'll come to me in a minute. It's the one that I think I was going to be swapping over with Councillor Pallister. It is really important, but it's just completely slipped my mind. As long as that gets swapped over, and then I think it's, I'm happy to propose that we move it on block. That's the one. That's the one.
Is that agreed that yous two swap on? What was the name of that outside bodies? Industrial Communities Alliance. So if we agreed to swap Councillor Pallister off that for Councillor Davies, and then does everyone agree? We do need seconder of the list, a proposer and a seconder for the list. Yeah. Can we agree? Agreed. We then move on to agenda item 10, which is to agree the scheme of the delegation as set out in part 3. Does the leader want to move the scheme? We need a seconder and a show of hands. Agreed. Move to agenda item 11, that's to approve the programme of the meetings for the next year. Does everybody agree to the dates of the following year's Borough Council meetings? Can someone move and second it? Move, thank you, Councillor Brown, thank you, Councillor Richardson. Can we just have a vote by show of hands? Thank you, passed. And that's business dealt with, and can I just say thank you for making it smooth for my first ever time? And I declare the meeting closed.